let's talk about this. Oh, I'm a little tall in the camera. Oh, I feel tall. That's nice. Okay, we're going to lay out more of the wildflower mix this morning while it is still cool outside. And again, we are doing this where it's just not possible to till it in. So I'm going to drag over the peat moss, and I know some people will get upset about the peat moss, but again, clay soil, I need peat moss to seep into it to help the things grow. I have tested many different soil types and amendments all year this year, and the peat moss by far did way better on the clay soil, loosening it up and giving all the plants the nutrients they needed. Once the seeds are down, I will take the peat moss, put it over the seeds. We will water that. As the leaves fall off the tree, that's going to be my mulch. The leaves on your trees will give you the majority of the nutrients you need. Do not throw away that free resource. It's a horrible idea. Like, keep it. And you can just let it fall. You don't have to compost them. You don't have to do any of that. Let them fall. Let them break down on the ground like they're supposed to. We will get a ton off of our back porch, which will then be transported out to the back garden to go into the beds. All right, but for now, everybody's also up and about getting ready to go to work. We're going to lay some seed, and I'm going to drag over a lot of peat moss because this is going to be fun. That was sarcasm.
All right, so we are starting out by putting down a little bit of the seed and then a little bit of peat moss. And when I say a little bit of peat moss, y'all, I am talking not even like an eighth of an inch thick over the seeds because some need sunlight to germinate, some don't. I just need to give the babies a home. The reason I picked peat moss is because I actually live in a swampy area. The front yard is a dry area. There's a lot of swamp around me, and this matched that to the best of my ability. I did find in all of my research on pricing is that Rural King has the best price. So if you absolutely need to use peat moss, the big bag at Rural King, as of making this video, is $19.99. It's 2 cubic feet, um, and that was the absolute best price I could find. Do not buy it off of Amazon. You are getting robbed. Just don't do it. Go to Rural King or Tractor Supply, somewhere like that. Lowe's was extremely expensive. The Home Depot was extremely expensive. I'm also using it in the yard as a marker, so I'll sprinkle a little bit of seed, spread the peat moss, sprinkle a little bit of seed, spread the peat moss, so that I know where I've put the seed and where I haven't. And yes, the seeds do get moved around, but again, this is a wildflower mix. I don't know what's going where. I cannot tell the seeds apart. They're seeds. I can tell you that right now, as of June 17th, the front yard is so many flowers. Oh my goodness. It's awesome. And coming up here, I am explaining to my husband that I cannot drill into the ground because it is so compacted that the drill and my weight are not enough to dig holes. So my husband is helping me out so that I can finish up the Little Joe pieweed and the sedum. All right, let's get on to the next. If it were up to me, I would plant everything in the fall. It is cool, it is windy, it is beautiful, and there are no bugs, which I highly appreciate. Also, you can get a ton of clearance perennials in the fall, and that's actually the best time to plant them. Over the winter, they're going to put most of their effort into the roots, and it will make the plant stronger come the spring and summer. So one of these rose bushes, I have posted pictures of the roses I've gotten off of it on Instagram and Facebook. From 2 blooms from the red rose to my left on the screen, I can get 2 stems off of there and it is 12 roses and it fills an entire vase. It is insanity. And there was some weird glitch in the matrix. I don't know if anybody else saw that, but there were stripies. Anyway, I am planting these because 1, I love roses. 2, they are medicinal. They are used in a lot of body products. I think one of these may be a hydrangea because I only get stabbed by two of them. So, yeah, one may be a hydrangea, which is starting to come back now. And nope, they're all three roses. I'd have to find the other rose. I may have moved it because I did have one die out back, so I may have pulled it and moved it out back. All right, so there are a lot of holes being dug. This took forever. I don't even know how hard the wind was blowing, but now it's gotten to a point where my husband has actually bought something where we can measure the speed of the wind and figure out how fast it's actually blowing because we have a wind tunnel between our house and our garage and it's insane. During a windstorm, do not walk through it. You will get smacked in the head by some random branches. But this actually ends up being so pretty, and the next step is going to be even better because it saves your back and it saves your time. So stick around here in just 1 second.
Yay, free buckets. So just got well, not all of, 3 roses in the ground. That took almost an hour. But now that I have all that extra dirt, there's a point to that. I'm going to spread that out and put down some seeds, and I'm going to make up a mix of Allen's Pride Echinacea, which is a green echinacea, the green twister coneflower, and then your normal echinacea. All of these are Echinacea purpura, so they are all medicinal, even the colorful ones. So I'm going to mix them all together and go lay out some of these seeds in my medicinal herb garden area. Literally going to put them in a plastic baggie, shake it up, and lay them out on the ground. So we will get back to it right as soon as I get to that point. All right, looks like the sun's popping out for a visit. But what I have is German chamomile and English tall lavender, both medicinal. And you can put, I'm in zone 6B. I can put the chamomile in the ground now and it'll pop up in the spring. I noticed that last year, and in my garden, those did way better than the ones I tried to grow inside from seed. Just saying. It did so much better, so I'm going to put that out here and then it'll self-seed year after year. Lavender, I've only ever gotten one to perennial on, but we're going to try. Again, no freaking pocket. Go with the 2 that are open. Yes, we'll use our pants.
As of now, I can confirm the seeds will move. And they move pretty far because that's a hill and they do go whoop down the hill, which is fine. I now have Echinacea purpura popping up. It's not in flower yet because it is June. It does take a while, especially from seed, along with all of the other ones that I've planted except for chamomile, which she is popping off right now, and it is amazing.
All right, let's go toss these ones in the trash. My bins are clear. And grab more seeds. I found another lavender, so we're going to do that. For my magic spots, we got Annie's Piss Off, which is leftover from last year. So we'll see if how much of that actually goes forth and conquers. Seeds are so tiny. Next, we got some more feverfew. Well, I keep trying to do that with my left hand just on me. And we're going to put the feverfew out here on this edge. So it can go whoop. We're putting the feverfew down this edge, so hopefully it'll go phew. All right, dig holes for rose bushes. Have room for more seeds. And then the last one I'm putting down right here on this edge is lemon balm because I have one plant that keeps coming back, but then something takes it out, so I want more.
I am so glad I recorded this because I completely forgot that I did this last part. Oops! I now have to go check and see if they're growing or if the chamomile took over everything.
And it has gone bananas over here. You can't see it much on the camera, but there are little sprouts everywhere. It's going to be fabulous. All right, y'all. It is time for a woman with no teeth and no makeup to grab her trusty knife and dirt. Well, peat moss, and just get it done. Oh, let's not bury the knife. All right, I don't know if y'all can see, but my pit bull is back there just whining at me. And I know I already have some boards growing up in here, which some people, I guess, might consider a weed, but I don't, just because it, and they would probably only consider it that because it spreads so readily. But it attracts hummingbirds and bees and all the things, and it gives them plenty of food. Right in the eyeball.
Thank you all so much for joining me on this insanely long journey. This has taken so long. Oh my goodness. So, we got one more video to come, and that will be showing from here until as close as I can get it before upload. So, again, thank you all for sticking around and just checking this out with me. Also, I hope you have a blessed and magical week. Thanks. Bye.